There's a secret buried in the root of every empire, etched between the lines of every holy book, and whispered through centuries of silence. Is a secret they do not want you to know. The divine feminine was never lost. She was stolen. Long ago, a cosmic heist occurred. The destiny of the divine feminine, her wisdom, her voice, her sacred memories was swiped, inverted, and systematically erased. Her knowledge was taken, her sacred prophecies, especially those connected to Ishmael and Hagar, and the original mother lineage were hijacked and rewritten. Her soul codes were scattered across the earth, broken into 12 symbolic pieces like a sacral ritual echoing through time. But here is what most don't realize. Because of divine will, the upper world cannot interfere. The laws of divine creation honor free will. This means the upper world cannot simply override human decisions to intervene directly in collective consciousness. They cannot act unless the soul remembers, unless we choose to awaken. So what did those in power do? They created a plan to erase her, to wipe her from memory, to ensure no one remembers who she truly was. Erase the divine feminine, and divine will cannot move through her. Erase her name, her story, her energy, and you erase the doorway through which the soul awakens. That was the master plan. This is shadow alchemy. The deepest shadow is not evil, it is forgetting. It is the unconscious agreements to stay asleep. This is the real war. The exile of the mother from memory, the hiding of the Shekinah, the divine presence beneath layers of theology, the silencing of Sophia, of Isis, of Inanna, the erasure of the womb as the source. And this forgetting lives in every human being who is taught to worship outside of themselves. It's the inner fracture that leads to outer control. It was designed to block divine will from awakening through you. They didn't just erase the divine feminine, they broke her into pieces. This was ritual. 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 disciples, the 12 gates of the temple, all enclosed reference to her body, her wisdom, her sacred being, scattered, renamed, and claimed by male structures. The Last Supper wasn't just a meal, it was a symbolic act. This is my body broken for you. But whose body? It was divine feminine, the mother, the earth, the source, broken, shared, forgotten. The Eucharist, the wine and bread, the ritual of sacrifice, all were symbolic reenactment of feeding on her while denying her existence. The cross became the seal of this sacrifice, not to liberate, but to ritualize her containment. Capitalism was a ritual extraction. When her spiritual codes were extracted, they were replaced with symptoms of control. Abundance became scarcity, cyclical time became linear time, womb wisdom became shame, the feminine became sin. Capitalism is not just economic, it's an energetic vampirism. Her gifts were taken and used to fuel systems that continue to suppress, divide, and exhaust. Why the wars now? Because she is waking up. Because the energy they built their empires upon, her stolen codes, is being called back. Because divine will is moving again, but only through remembrance. Every war today, from Palestine to Congo to Sudan, is rooted in desperate attempt to stop this rising, to stop her resurrection, to stop you from remembering. Because once the divine feminine remembers, once she knows who she is, she calls back every piece of herself, and the entire tower built on her sacrifice collapses. Wisdom is a key. She is not only the womb of the earth or the forgotten name, she's also wisdom herself. Her original Hebrew name, Hokmah. In Greek, Sophia. In Egypt, Isis. In Christianity, the hidden spirit. In Judaism, the Shekinah. In Islam, the hidden Fatima and Maryam. In Africa, guarded in mothers and the midwives. She was always the key to awakening, and this is why they erased her. Because divine will cannot move through what is not consciously remembered. This is the age of return. The divine feminine is rising, not as a reaction, but as a cosmic correction. She is no longer fragmented. She is no longer silent. She is calling her codes home. Every time you remember who you are, where you came from, what your soul knew before the forgetting, you become a channel of divine will on earth. And this is what breaks the spell. This is Makalasi. Thanks for listening. Peace.